Record this. Hey everybody, Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows. And today we are giving a class on introductions, 10-second and 30-second introduction. We're going to listen to the Audible book in chapter 2. Actually, it's chapter 2, 3, and 4, but they're short chapters, so it will be fine. Let's get started. Share sound. Am I sharing screen or not yet? I must be.
I'm not seeing anything. There you go.
Chapter 2, Introductions. Any professional networker should be able to describe what they do while being likable, memorable, and referable. We should all have the following introductions ready to go: 10-second, 30-second, 2 and 4 minute. With all introductions, speak up. Don't yell, but read body language to make sure people can hear you. If everybody's leaning in, they can't hear you well, virtually or in person. Keep the pace going. Don't bore us. Nobody cares how great you are. Sales are never about you. It's always about them. Share your eyes and even more your body. Move your shoulders. Don't just focus on one person. Speak to the group. Smile. That one is a reminder from me. Remember, people want to work with people that they know, like, and trust. All introductions should go for a referral, not a sale. We want people's guards down. We want people taking their mental Rolodex of a couple of thousand people down to 1 or 2 people that they can introduce us to. We don't want them feeling sold to or sold at. Provide takeaways. Tell us about yourself that we can take away, something personal, something professional, and something about who you want to be referred to. Just do it all as questions, which we'll discuss in later chapters. Let us know who you want to be referred to. Give us something to work with. Tell us about yourself. Give us something to chew on that we can remember you by. What you want to be is personable, referable, memorable. I like the hamburger approach. Make mine vegan, please. I like the structure of having buns, toppings, and meat. These all need to be bullet points in your mind's eye that you can grab as needed depending on your audience. You would perhaps present different toppings to a room full of realtors than property managers, or a room full of lawyers versus accountants. Change it up. Keep the basic burger the same, but change up the toppings so you don't become robotic. If you like, some toppings could be client stories or different product offerings or seasonal offerings. For me, I like changing our toppings, mentioning the last class and the next one, and any events we might have coming up, such as trade shows or blood drives. The benefit of the burger approach is multiple. Gives you an easy outline with various options. Starting with the buns being your name and your company name bookends your introduction. The reason we do this partially depends on the order of introduction at the events. To be honest, most aren't listening to you as they're thinking about what they are going to say. If you do say something that grabs their interest, they will often then hear your name and company name again at the end, and can now reach out or ask for your card or information depending on the event. The other advantage of having multiple toppings to pick from should be understood at this point. It just helps in making us sound more professional. 10-second introductions. The 10-second is the basic, so what do you do? My answer? I help business owners make better decisions quicker, and people who sell better. You say enough that most will want to know more, unless they don't care at all or are completely self-absorbed, and either way, we don't want to work with them. A great way to be asked what you do is to ask someone what they do. Let's give your 10-second introduction a shot here.
We'll just go to the next one, then we can come back.
30-second introduction. The 30-second introduction is the only one that we physically stand up for, but it has the same basic idea of the burger. Always have your stopwatch out. Not a timer with the noise at the end, just a stopwatch to pace yourself with. You don't have to be perfect. I run a ton of events, and if someone is winding down at the 30-second mark, I'm not going to cut them off. You can always start talking while you're walking into position to give you more time to help you. Let's start crafting your 30-second introduction and then practice it out loud. The bun would be your company name. The first topping would be your first question. Who here knows someone that could benefit from? The second topping would be your second question. Do you know somebody who is sick and tired of? The meat is where you tell them what you do. So what we do is offer a better mousetrap. A good referral for me would be, the bottom topping is our tagline. Our members are going places. Don't get left behind, get on the bus. The bun is your name and company name.
All right. As usual, a lot of information there. Let's start. Any questions? Good morning, Plowman. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, everyone.
You guys can unmute. Let's make this interactive. Any questions? Any thoughts before we jump in? Anybody want to know why we stand for the 30-second?
Is it to make our presentation better, like more
So
pronounced?
generally, the 30-second pre-pandemic was given at live events like a BNI, and you would stand, right? That's why we had 30-second intros, because they would go around the room and each person would stand up, and it was more formal. The 2-minute was more for a table talk, where you'd have 10 people at a table at a chamber event, something like that. Or a 4-minute could be a longer version of that. The 10-second is when you're in the parking lot after an event, or, it's known as an elevator pitch. So what do? You need to be able to answer that question. So let's give these a shot.
But before we do that, do you think that now that it's virtual, that standing is a good idea?
No. And it's no longer a 30-second intro, it's become a 45.
Right.
But I think it's equally as important and not more, if not more.
Okay.
Now, if you have a hard time focusing, or if you want to make it more formal for yourself, do stand. That's fine. We all should be standing throughout the day anyway. But yeah, in the old days, we would go around a table or a room and stand up and give ours. All right. So David Quick, so what do you do?
I own an IT services company.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should he say that service Mac and PC?
I think he needs to say something more.
Yeah.
I don't know what. But there's so many IT guys out there that he's just going to go right into the fold.
All right. Jeannie, what do you do?
So I own a company that has multiple services involved in it. Today I'm here because of, and then whatever particular thing I picked for that
Go ahead.
day.
Which one?
I'm here today for healthcare sharing. Love to talk to you about that. Let's set an appointment.
Okay. Or maybe someone you know, if you are someone you know. Plowman, what do you do?
I don't know.
Time's up. All right, we're going to come back to you. Why don't you figure it out? David Quick, what do you do?
I help businesses better leverage their IT so they can run their business better.
Okay, it's getting there. I like that.
Yeah.
Jeannie, what do you do?
So I have a multiple businesses that I run, and today I'm here because healthcare sharing is very important. Who do you know that it's important for?
Awful.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't run
Okay.
them, you own them, first of all. And yeah, think about it.
Okay.
Don't do it off the cuff, Jeannie. Think about it. You're too good
Okay.
not to have this down. Plowman,
All
what
right.
do you do?
I help people improve their drinking water at home.
I love that. Tell me more. We got a winner right there. That was great. David Quick, what do you do?
I help businesses to better leverage their IT so they could run their business more efficiently and profitably.
I like that. You don't want to throw in Mac and PC though, huh? You're gonna fight me on that one?
I could throw it in there.
And is it businesses that you help or owners that you help? Who is it that?
Well, I help the business.
Yep, I think you're right. Okay, Jeannie, what do you do?
So I have multiple businesses that I own and run, and today I'm going to talk about healthcare sharing because I'm wondering who do you know that just really wants to be educated on it.
Okay, a little formal. You know, we're just walking to the back to the parking lot from the talk or from the event. So you're just walking with someone and you're just kind of saying, so what do you do? Plowman, what do you do?
I help people make their drinking water at home better.
And healthier, right?
Yes, healthier.
Yeah, it tastes better and healthier. Okay, I got to tell you, that's the idea right there. Just simple and to the point. And maybe hand them a card as you're saying that. David Quick, what do you do?
I help businesses to better leverage their IT so they can run their businesses more efficiently and profitably and securely.
Okay, you might want to write that down. That's pretty awesome, David. We're getting there with you. Jeannie, what do you do?
So I'm a multiple business owner. Today I'm talking about healthcare sharing because I know it's a very important topic for a lot of people. I'd love to be able to share that with you.
I like that. We're getting there. And why? Why do you want to share that with them? Because maybe there's somebody you know who's paying too much for insurance. That's a great line to put in there. Maybe there's someone you know who's paying too much for insurance because everybody's going to think, well, hell, I'm paying too much. I should talk to her. And that's the idea, right? Because we're not pitching them. We're throwing it out there. Plowman, what do you do?
I help people making their drinking water at home tastier and healthier.
All right, I would avoid the word tastier because with your accent, it sounds like pastier.
That's what I thought he said.
Yep, me too. So say taste better and healthier. All right, we're going to do one more round. If you guys want to record this, feel free, then you have it. Do you guys need a minute, or are we just going to keep going? All right, we're going to keep going. David Quick, what do you do?
I help businesses to better leverage their IT so they can run their businesses more efficiently, profitably, and securely.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Jeannie, what do you do?
So I'm a multiple business owner. Today I'm talking about healthcare sharing because who do you know that may be paying too much money for their healthcare?
Very good. I like the eye contact. I like how yeah, good present. Plowman, what do you do?
I help people make their drinking water at home taste better and be healthier for them.
That's wonderful. Is it only at home or in the office too?
In the office works too.
Yep. Okay, very good. All right. So that's how you give a 10-second intro. So if somebody said, so what do you do? I'd say I have a community where we help business owners make better decisions quicker and people who sell better. So the idea is to get them interested where they're going to want to know more. You know, what do you mean a community? What do you mean leverage my IT? How could I pay less for insurance? Well, my water isn't healthy. You know, those are the things you're not saying, but by doing this, it's opening it up, right? Okay. So now for the big one, the 45-second intro. Now, you guys are all really good at this because we do this all the time, but this is a chance to mix it up a little bit. So we have our cheeseburger, right? Here it is. It's in the book for those of you that have the book, but the idea is that we've got buns on top and the bottom. And as I said in the audio, or as the Jonathan says, we're re-recording that, by the way, just so you guys know, we're re-recording both books to be launched soon. But the buns are your name and your company name. You want to say it in both places, bookend it with it. 1, we know when you're starting. 2, we know when you're ending. And 3, if you say anything interesting that somebody might hear, because if they're not thinking about what they're going to say, they know who to look for on the Zoom list, on the participants list. Wait, who is this guy? Now, I know it says David Quick, Total Cover IT, but we want, just say it, you know? Jeannie, you don't have the background. Plowman, your background doesn't really scream Amway, but your name is there. But if we look on the participant list, let's take a look and see. I I guess you guys all did a pretty good job there. Because anyway, we want you to be findable. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's your buns. Your topping is let us know a little something about you, right? So one topping, and this is more for a 2-minute where we might say, you know, I live in Morris County. I have 3 kids, their ages and where they go to school or something like that. We don't have that time with a 45-second intro. You could stick in something like, hope you guys are having good weather. I hope you managed the storm okay. Something just to ease everybody's guard down a little bit. You know, you could do the Happy Monday thing or whatever it might be, but let's just throw a softener in there. And then we're going to ask for the referral, right? That's your next topping of who you want to be introduced to. Do you guys know anybody that maybe are having PC or Mac issues, either at home or in their business? Do you guys know anybody who's drinking water, you know, maybe isn't the best? Maybe you notice that they're buying gallon waters. Why is that? Maybe you could introduce me to them. You know, Jeannie, do you know anybody who's paying too much for insurance? So I think that becomes a topping, right? The meat of it is we get to talk about our better mousetrap. So do you know anybody who's maybe paying too much for insurance? If you do, we have a solution, and here it is. You know, do you know somebody who would like better drinking water, healthier, and taste better? If you do, here's what we can do. We have a device that goes right onto the faucet. It's the same water. It just goes through our filter. Plowman, you've got that wonderful video. Oh my God, is it great? If you guys weren't at the last Vang, you missed this video where he has guys pouring a liter bottle, maybe it was even 2 liters, into his machine, and out comes clean water. It was amazing to see. That
Oh,
should
maybe
be
you should play for us today.
Yeah, you should play. Do you have that queued up, Plowman? If there's a way you could get that in your background as a video, that would be super cool.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep talking while you get that queued up. David, quick. So for you, you know, do you know anybody that's maybe having computer or PC or Mac issues in their home or office? You know, we've been at this since 1984. You know, give them some meat, right? And then your bottom is your tagline. So David, you have a world-class tagline where our eye is on your T and all of that. I don't know if the rest of you have a tagline. We could develop that here and now.
Okay.
You know, Jeannie, at Babs, our eye is on your benefits and savings. I don't know. We can do something other than I, but yeah. Write it down before we forget. I know we're recording, but at Babs, your benefits and savings are our priority or something like that. And Plowman, let's think of a tagline for you. You know, the water you drink is the gas you put in the tank. How clean is your water? Something like that. Wow, I'm feeling, you see, this mushroom coffee is working. I'm creative today. All right, Plowman, did you find that video?
Yeah, I got it ready.
Yeah, please show it. Jeannie, watch this. Give us your eyes. This is amazing.
Everyone knows that cola is a syrupy, sticky substance. It is the last thing that comes to mind when you think of clean, clear water. To showcase the performance of the eSpring system, a product engineer is going to filter cola through the unit to simulate contaminants. Cola passes directly through the pump and enters the eSpring unit. As the chamber fills, pressure rises, and the cola is forced through the patented carbon block filter. The carbon filter, the heart of the eSpring unit, effectively filters the cola. From cola to clean, clear water.
The eSpring water treatment system is at the cutting edge of clean water technology. Clean, safe, and better tasting water is always a
Wow.
Amazing, right?
Wow. Why you're not showing that everywhere and anywhere? I couldn't even begin to think of it. Why?
a leading global brand in home water
Hold on,
treatment
it's
technology. One of the eSpring systems
Just stop sharing. Yeah. But it's terrific, right?
That is amazing. Speaks volumes. You don't even need a presentation with that.
No,
That's what I did last time. I didn't say a word. Oh, I asked if I can share the screen.
yeah.
That's more than one word, but we'll let that go.
But yeah, it's crazy cool how well that is received. I'm not using mine currently, but I can't wait to, wherever I move next, I'll have that hooked up, and I look forward to using it again. But all right, why don't you guys start crafting, and then we'll give it a shot. Plumman, were they about to give you a line? Was there a line that video was about to say that could be your tagline? Why don't you hit mute and play it again and see if they have a tagline there you can steal? Even though I liked what I came up with for you, but theirs might be better. When you're ready, raise your hand or something so I know. Okay. Give
This
them
is the 45-second, right?
Yep.
I'll
We'll
make
give
sure I'm on the
everybody
right
else a
page.
second. We'll give everybody else a second.
Okay.
David Quick, you got yours coming? All right, everybody ready? David, do you need a few more minutes? Okay. All right, Jeannie, let's start with you. Let's give it a shot. So you heard in the video, the first thing we're going to do is set up our stopwatch, right? Or not in the video, in the, whatchamacallit, the audio book.
We have 45 seconds, right?
Yep.
45
And if you
seconds.
end early, if you choke and you end early, here, your default is, are there any questions?
Mhm.
Okay, and we want to call to action for sure. We want to be able to say, please schedule a meeting with us. I'll put my information in the chat. Or something like that. All right, Jeannie, give it a shot.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante. The name of my company is BABS, Big Apple Benefits and Savings. We are a portfolio of companies, some I own and some I represent. But today we're going to talk about healthcare sharing. And why am I going to talk about healthcare sharing? I'm going to talk about healthcare sharing because maybe there's someone that you know that is paying too much for their healthcare. Let's set up an appointment. I'm going to put my information in the chat so that I can share with you the information that they deserve to know. Remember, Jeannie at Babs, we are here. We are your benefits and savings, where your benefits and savings are our focus. Jeannie at Babs. I choked a minute. Sorry.
Okay, and
lines.
that was an important line. You don't want to choke there. It'll get more grooved. But you said something in the middle that I don't like. So perhaps you know somebody who's paying too much for their health care, right? I would say insurance. You're not offering insurance. I understand you don't want to say that, but you're talking about their insurance. I would use the word so people know what you're talking about. They may not put together that healthcare sharing is insurance. That's really what you're kind of suggesting is an option.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back. Plowman, let's give it a shot. Oh wait, do you guys have any comments on Jeannie's? I'm not the guru here. This is a community. All right, Plowman, we'll go to you. Give yours a shot.
Good morning. I'm Plowman Jimbazov, and I'm an independent business owner. Do you know someone that is not happy with their drinking water at home? They like to have clear water at home. The eSpring water purifying system offers you a clean, safe, and better tasting water at your convenience. I'm Jimbazov, and I'm an independent business owner.
All right, so that was 32 seconds. So you didn't set your stopwatch. So I would set your stopwatch, and I know that you get distracted by a lot of stuff around you, but because you had 15 seconds, you could have gone into the whole pitch of having other people sell it. Or maybe you know somebody who would like some additional revenue and would like to sell better water to their friends and family or something like that. Right? Because I know that one of your goals for this year is to have, what, a dozen people under you offering this? So you had 15 seconds to use. Why don't we try to pepper that in somehow? Okay? All right, David, quick,
Okay.
let's go. Let's give it a shot.
Not quite done yet, but like I
Well, let's
said,
see where you're at. Let's get a feel, because I know you're making a change, and this is a big deal. Because David, I told you, you're my rock star. Your introduction is better than anyone's I know on a consistent basis, and somehow we're going to change from that now, perhaps. Let's see what you're thinking and where you're going to go with it.
all right. David Quick, Total Cover IT, and what we do here at Total Cover is we help businesses to better leverage their IT to make their business more efficient, more profitable, and we do so in a secure way. I am looking for introductions to business owners with 10 to 100 employees interested in having a conversation about their IT strategy. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
Okay. It's not bad. It's not totally different. It was 37 seconds, even talking slow. You have some gas in the tank if you want to add more.
Yeah, well, I wanted to keep it. All right, I erred on having it shorter than longer. To
Yep.
get
And
more.
and you had said you weren't quite ready, and we kind of bullied you into it. What'd you guys think? You're muted, Jeannie.
Sorry, my dog decided that she wanted to have a conversation. I think it was good.
Plowman,
know?
what'd you think?
I think it was good. Dave paused at some point, sometime. Not that he can ever beat me with pausing and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
just notice that.
But I really do think that Chris is right. You should put that you do PC and Mac because most people are specific with one. They need to know that you can do both.
I got a better one you should put. And David, I
Oh.
don't know if there's anything you can do about this, but you could say something like, how many of you have problems on Zoom calls with your Wi-Fi? Would you like me to come in and take a look virtually and make some recommendations? Is that a product offering that you have, David?
Oh, that comes under computer troubleshooting. I mean, so it's
But
you
how
know,
annoying
yes.
is that for so many people? How many people would like a bigger Wi-Fi footprint? How many people would like to be able to take this call out on their porch and they can't? Right? And you have suggestions to extend the range of Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's depending upon the setup.
Okay. Well, you had 8 seconds left. Right? Just a
Yeah,
thought.
that could be like filler.
It's a
I
topping.
can have like one thing, or I can pick something from my list to add.
So
Make it
it's a
more-
topping that you can add, right? All right, why don't you think about that? We'll come back to you. I'd like to see you add that in, just because when you're on Zoom, why not talk about people having wonky Wi-Fi? You know? All right, Jeannie, you're up. Let's try it again.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante. The name of my company is Babs. And I want to say Tuesday. Today is the day that you may know someone who is paying too much for their health care. That's why I want to talk about healthcare insurance. Anyone that you know that may want to have a break. And I forgot the rest of it. So I lost track. I'm sorry.
What do you mean by a break?
I'm taking a mulligan.
Taking a
taking a
mulligan. I
mulligan.
love that. So what do you mean by taking a break? Where were you going with that?
I don't know. I lost my total train of thought. I'm telling you,
Okay.
it went left field. I'm not kidding. I need a
Did the
mulligan. like a big one.
Tuesday thing throw you off?
I think it did. I tried to be a little funny and it just totally took me right out of it. So
Okay.
I'm not going to do that again.
All right, we'll come back to you. Keep crafting. Plowman, let's give it a shot.
Yes.
I'm Pawan Jambazov, an Amway independent business owner, where the founders of Amway believe that having your own business, you can reach your full potential. Do you know someone ready to improve their health or keep it at a high level? What about the water that they're drinking? Is it healthy to you? You know the 3-3-3, right? You cannot live more than 3 weeks without food, more than 3 days without water, and more than 3 minutes without air. What's the quality of your water you're drinking? With the eSpring water purifier, you can have a clean, safe, and better tasting water always at your fingertips. And how many people do you know that would like to have a better water? And selling the eSpring water purifier cannot also be healthy for you, for your health, but for your also financial health. Who do you know that would like to drink better water, would like to sell a high quality water filtration machines? Pawan Jambazov, an Amway independent business owner.
All right, I almost cut you off. I was going to save you from the agony of going through this because you were at 1:30, but I'm going to give you a line. What country are you from?
I didn't time myself again. I forgot
I know.
completely.
All right. Plamen, I got a great line for you, but what country are you from?
From Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Okay. So I want you to say, hi, I'm Plamen. And in Bulgaria, I was a professional athlete. And I understand the importance of the gas we put in the tank, of the water we put in our bodies. That makes you interesting. That makes you somebody that I want to meet and find out what sport it was. Don't tell them. They have to meet with you. Okay? But you're talking about the importance of the gas in the tank. Everybody can identify with that. What our bodies run on are what we put in our bodies. What percentage of our bodies is water? Isn't it a crazy number, like 90%? Right?
Yeah, it depends on the age and varies, but on average, 70%.
So wouldn't you rather have that be clean water that's lead-free and doesn't have bacteria and all that stuff?
Yeah, 70%, and you basically replenish that anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks. So you imagine with what kind of water you replenish 70% of yourself every month, right?
Look at how well you talk when you just talk. Look at how interesting you are and how engaging you are. Why can't you do that when you give a 45-second intro?
I don't know, I get messed up almost every single time.
So I think
I also have
go ahead.
I also have a very good connecting story to what you said about being an athlete and the importance of what kind of fuel you put in your body, right? Because in the World Championships in France in 1987, 2 teams took 9 out of the 12 medals. All first places, almost all the second places, but 1. And when you see that fact, you start looking what they're doing. You start noticing, and one of the littlest things that we notice is that both teams were having their water around them in a glass bottle. None of them was using a plastic bottle water.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just saying.
This is all good, and those are all toppings that you can put on your burger, right? But we just got to get it to 45-second intros. But this is not a language thing. This is not a translation thing, because you speak beautifully when you're not presenting. It's when you're presenting, you get all nervous and flustered and formal, and you start looking off to your right, is when it gets slow and boring. But by you saying you were a professional athlete, I think it gets everyone's attention. That's your drop the mic moment. So let's build on that and keep the tempo going, but just have it be a conversation. Just talk to us, okay? So you write down your bullet points so you're not reading it. Just have your bullet points that you want to hit and give yourself 10 seconds on each bullet point and try to go short, not long. David Quick, let's go to you.
Okay, David Quick, Total Cover IT. And what we do here, Total Cover, is we help businesses to better leverage their IT to make the businesses run more efficient, more profitable, and we do that in a secure way. I am looking for introductions to business owners with 10 to 100 employees who would like to learn to have a conversation with me about their IT strategy. How many of you have Zoom problems when you're in a virtual meeting? We can help you with that. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
Very good. We're getting there. So it's not how many people have Zoom problems. It's how many people have a fear of having Zoom problems. Right? Because only 1 or 2 might in the room, but everybody doesn't want to be that guy. Right?
Yeah.
So you can check out their, by inviting you in for an analysis, you can take a look at their system and see what the potential of a problem is. I'm assuming, I don't know your product, but maybe you can, maybe you can't. But you can certainly have the conversation.
Yeah,
I know that Plowman's machine's gonna crap out in about 8 minutes because he's only good for 48 minutes and then his machine reboots and he has to come back in. Maybe you can take a look at that.
Not the machine, but something with the internet. Could be the Wi-Fi, or it could be the internet provider. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
Dave can figure that better than me.
Do you have Plowman's water system or no? David,
Do
did you
I?
ever get
No.
it? No, I know you guys have talked about it. Maybe you can work out a trade. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Jeannie, let's go. Let's hear it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante. The name of my company is BABS, Big Apple Benefits and Savings. And, you know, we are a portfolio of companies, some I own and some I represent. Today, I'm going to talk about healthcare sharing. And the reason I'm going to do that is because who do you know that's paying too much for their healthcare insurance? Well, we have the solution for that. You know what? I'll put my information in the chat. Make sure that we look it up and make an appointment so that we could talk about it. Now, remember, Jeannie at BABS, where your benefits and savings are our focus. Thank you.
All right, we're getting there. I like it. 32 seconds, you had time. It's very,
Like David said, you're better off with more time than you are going over.
yep, but
right,
you can just
so-
say any quick questions. Right, if you have your stopwatch going, you can then say, hey, any quick questions? Okay?
Okay.
All right, let's keep going. How are we doing on time for you guys that have to leave early? David, am I okay for you?
No, I have 11 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. Plowman, go.
Good morning. I'm Plamen Jambazov, an Amway independent owner. Back in my young years in Bulgaria, I was a professional athlete, and it was very important what fuel you put in your body to perform better. What kind of fuel you put in your car, right? You would select the best fuel for your car. But do you think about your body? More than 17% of our bodies is water, and that's replenished about every month. So are you getting better or worse with replacing those 70%? Think about it. With the eSpring water purifier, you can have a clean, safe, and better tasting water at your fingertips. Plamen Jambazov, an Amway independent business owner.
What do you guys think? Yep, it's there. I'm gonna come back to you and I want you to do it the same way again. Stop mixing it up every time you give it, okay? That's another problem that you know, all of a sudden you're gonna be talking about dogs drinking water and other things. Just stay focused, right? Just keep it the same. Let's groove the muscle a little bit. David Quick, hit it.
David Quick, Total Cover IT. And what we do here at Total Cover is we help businesses to better leverage their IT to make their businesses run more efficient, more profitable, and we do so in a secure way. I am looking for introductions to business owners with 10 to 100 employees who would like to have a conversation with me about their IT strategy. Only way we can help you is if you have any fears or problems on Zoom, we can help with that. Let's have a conversation. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our eye is on your T.
All right, it still needs to get cleaned up a little bit. If we have time, we'll do it one more, but that Zoom transition isn't quite there. I would say, how many people here have fear of their internet misperforming during a Zoom call? That's another area where we can help, or something like that. Take a look at what you've got written, but maybe you can transfer to that a little cleaner. Jeannie, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante, and the name of my company is BABS, Big Apple Benefits and Savings. And today, you know, I represent a lot of companies, a portfolio of companies, and some I own and some I represent.
Who
But I
cares?
want to talk about
Take that out. Take that out. We don't care if you
Take
want
that out?
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's start again.
Portfolio company.
Jeannie-
Start over. Start over.
Okay. My name is Jeannie Asante. The name of my company is BABS, Big Apple Benefits and Savings. And today we're going to talk about healthcare sharing. The reason I'm going to do that is because who do you know that is paying way too much for their healthcare insurance? Well, we have the solution here. And because of that, I'm going to put my information in the chat so that you can call me and we can set up a time and we can find out what that information may be for you. Remember that Jeannie at Babs, where your benefits and savings are our focus.
Very good. So do you need to say Jeannie at Babs? Can you just say, remember, at Babs, your benefits and savings are our focus?
I can do that.
I like that better. It makes you feel bigger.
Okay.
Very good. It's getting there. It's almost there. I look forward to you guys coming to Vang on Thursday. Plum, and here we go. You ready? Hit it.
Okay. One thing, I'm in whatever I said before, I didn't really ask for something, right? Do you think I should do that, or?
Of course. You should
Uh,
ask for them to make an appointment with you. And you're going to put your information in the chat. All right, no
Okay.
stalling. You ready? Get it.
I'll try. Good morning, I'm Pamen Jimbazov, an Amway independent business owner. I'm from Bulgaria, and back in my youngest years, I was a professional athlete. It was really important what kind of fuel you put in your body to perform better. You would put the best fuel for your car.
Keep going. Work through it.
What about your body? Do you think what kind of food you put in your body? More than 70% of our bodies is water, and it replenishes in about a month. How do you replenish those 70%? Is it better or worse? With the eSpring water purifier system, you can have a cleaner, safer, better tasting water at your fingertips. My info is in the chat. Schedule a time to talk about your better water at home. Thank you, Pamen Jimbazov, an independent business owner.
All right, minute 5. We're going to do it again with you. David Quick, hit it.
David Quick, Total Cover IT. And what we do here at Total Cover is we help businesses to better leverage their IT to make their businesses more efficient, more profitable, and we do that in a secure way. How many of you have fears of Zoom problems when you're in a virtual meeting? That's something we can help you with. I am looking for introductions to business owners with 10 to 100 employees who would like to have a conversation with me about their IT strategy. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
David, I didn't think it was possible, but that was even better than the ones you've ever done before. That was dynamite. You nailed it.
I just did that on the fly.
Yep, but you changed the order also. You put the Zoom hassle up front, and then it was perfect.
Yeah.
Go out and network with that. That was wonderful. I will send you the recording. You can try to record from that somehow, but you nailed it. Jeannie, your turn to nail it. Hit it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante. My name of my company is Babs. We are a portfolio of companies. And I want to talk about healthcare sharing today because I want to know, who do you know that's paying way too much for their healthcare insurance? Well, we have the solution. And with that, I'm going to put my name, my number, and my information in the chat so that you can get in touch with me and we can find out what that solution may be. Remember, at Babs, where your benefits and your savings are our focus.
Okay. It's a little mysterious as to what the solution is, but I think that's the idea. It's better. It's certainly better. It's not perfect. It's not David Quick's A+, but I would give it certainly a B+, A-. If you can stay another 4 minutes, we'll do it again. Plowman, let's go.
Good morning, Pamen Jimbazov, an Amway independent business owner. What's the quality of your water? I'm from Bulgaria, and in my young years, I was a professional athlete. It was essential to have put a good fuel in your body, and not just in the day of performance. We replenish our water, which is 70% of us, every approximately 30 days. How do you replenish 70% of yourself? Are you getting better or worse? With the eSpring water purifier, you can have a cleaner, clear, and tastier water at your fingertips. better tasting water at fingertips. Paman Jambazov, an Amway independent business owner.
Very good. 53 seconds. It could get a little tighter. But David Quick, one more time.
Okay, David Quick, Total Cover IT. And what we do here at Total Cover is we help businesses to better leverage their IT to make their businesses more efficient, more profitable, and we do so in a secure way. How many of you have fears of Zoom problems when you're on a virtual meeting? We could help you with that. I'm looking for introductions to business owners with 10 to 100 employees who would like to have a conversation with me about their IT strategy. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where RI is on your T.
You got it, David. You got it. Congratulations. You have a new introduction. Good for you. Jeannie, hit it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante, and my name of my company is Babs, Big Apple Benefits and Savings, and we are a portfolio of companies. Today, I'm going to highlight healthcare sharing. And why am I going to do that? How many people here know someone that's paying way too much for their healthcare insurance? Well, we have the solution for that. I'm going to put my information in the chat, set up an appointment. Let's talk about what that solution may look like for you. Remember, at Babs, your benefits and your savings are our focus.
Awesome. 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 You have a new you have a new introduction. Good for you.
Love it. Thank
Two
you.
for two. Plowman, hit it.
Good morning. I'm Paman Jambazov, an Amway independent business owner. What's the quality of your water? I'm from Bulgaria. In my young years, I was a professional athlete, and it was essential to put the best fuel in your body. In water, not just in the day of the competition, but constantly, because we are 70 or more % water. And how do you replace those 70% every month? Is it with good water or not so good water? Paman Jambazov, an Amway independent business owner.
Congratulations, Plowman. That was dynamite. 41 seconds. This was the best. I've given this class dozens of times. This was the best one ever. You guys all knocked it out of the park. Good for you. Thank you all for playing. I'm going to stop recording somehow. Here we go.